Hi, Jillian. I want to start by saying that definitely enjoyed your video for that. It was an interesting way of presenting it by interviewing yourself there. But you can tell that you really enjoyed it, and that made it much more enjoyable to watch as a viewer and helped to get your points across as much more engaged. That said, I like how you kind of really dug into the heuristics and how that was one of the main focuses of your presentation there, as well as the focus on there being no right or wrong answer to many different things in life. Particularly one that stuck with me and something that I spoke about in my video too was about Nathan from the video, and particularly like how you called out that you're a math major but you love creativity, and that's one of the things that really stuck with me from the video as well was the idea that people think of science or math or anything like that as being less creative, as being more of a hard science, but at the end of the day you can't really make developments or really do something new unless you are a creative person. You're thinking about things in a new way. If people just did the same experiments or the same equation and the same things over and over again, then there'd be no advancement in that area. I also like how you relate it back to your current job at a clothing store, and how you really focused on learning from failure. That's something that all of us really need to take to heart and apply. A lot of people don't like failing. They don't like thinking that they did something wrong. But it's the people that can take that failure and learn from it and find new ways of approaching the problem are the ones that are going to be successful there. Also, when you relate it back to sales, that's pretty interesting for me because my company, or the company I work for, we're a sales innovation lab. It really focuses in on working with our customers to find the best way to sell their product and prescribing that back to them. And so when you mention like there's no particular correct way to sell, I agree with that. It's different for each persona you may be going after, different industries you may be going after, and you really have to be creative to figure out a way to break through the noise when these people are probably getting 50 million calls a day and tons of emails here that all saying the same thing. Also, moving forward, when you were talking about your future as possibly as a teacher, that's another interesting area where I think creativity has really waned in recent years. From what I can tell, it's been a while since I've been in elementary or high school or anything like that, but it seems like there's a real stagnation and in the education area, to where a lot of people are just going by the book. They aren't really giving the kids a chance to flex their creativity and develop ideas that they may be coming up with. So I like the idea that you're kind of leaning towards that route. Not so much just like, teaching towards the test and things like that, but coming up with something that's actually going to garner the kids' attention and help them develop more as people. Overall, definitely really enjoyed your video and looking forward to seeing more. Thank you.